Okay, this is a video of my 2018 Chevy Camaro SS2SS convertible. Today is August 17th, 2022, and I'm just going over this car to see where all the scratches and stuff are. So, it's like a tiny little imperfection right here. See something, little dent. Over here on this side, my cousin came to visit, and when she shut the door, she had some keys or something in her pocket, and a sweater she was wearing that wasn't buttoned up, and when she shut the door, it got caught in there. So there's a nice little ding that I didn't do. It's always somebody else messing up your car. Then there's no other visible scratches on this side till you get up here. Oh, it looks like there might be another little tiny ding right there. Yeah, it goes right across, like somebody scratched something across that. Really? Yeah. What'd they do? Drag something along there? Something scraped across that. Alright, well, at least now we're, here's another little scratch right here. It's dented a little bit. I haven't done none of these. I don't know what that caused. I never noticed that before. And I've washed this a few times. And then my son Mikey came and used it. And I don't know if you can see him, but he says he parked it somewhere and somebody scraped up against him. I don't know how, but there's some little scratches there. A little bit of scratches here on the hood. Other than that, this all looks pretty clean. And then I was just up north and out of town for a few weeks. I had this thing all covered up, real nice. I don't see any other major things wrong with it. It's all pretty clean. I'm just documenting this, so next time there's a scratch in it or something, and then I don't know if you can see it, but right here, that's what I found when I came home. Took the cover off of it the other night. It was dark. Came over here and moved it the next day and walked past it and couldn't help but notice these little dents right there. And then there's another scratch right here. But other than that, it's pretty clean. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little imperfections. We're going to see how good Scott is and see Scott Wicker at Dent Master in the Lansing area, Lansing, Michigan. We'll see if he can fix that. This little imperfection over here. That I noticed right here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There's a little swipe across that and a little tiny ding right there. But yeah, this thing starts right there. Goes clear across. Yeah, that don't feel, it feels indented a little bit. Everything else looks pretty sweet on it. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's probably from when my son did it. Alright, so 7 things wrong with it. Right here's a little ding. Always somebody else messing your stuff up. Then here's my Corvette. There's no scratches on this. Not a ding, not a dent anywhere. Bunch of bugs splattered all over it. If anybody out there sees this video, what's the best stuff to use to get these bugs off? I bought the bug tar remover stuff at Home Depot and sprayed it on it. If you know of any good products, as well as what's a good ceramic coating to put on this. My buddies told me to wrap it, but I'm not wrapping it. I love the color. That's why I bought it. And because it's a badass car. It's got everything you can get on it. This is the LT3. Beautiful ride. Oh, I don't have the key, so I guess we ain't getting in it. If you leave the window down, somebody reaches their hand in there to grab anything, it sets the alarm off. This is a convertible. The top pops down. The only thing I don't like about the convertible on the coupe, this is a glass window here all the way across, and you can actually lift up the whole back end and look at the motor. Plus, you can see the motor through the glass window. But it's not a convertible. That's the rear camera for when you're driving. You flip the switch on the rear view mirror, and then that camera picks up everything behind you. You can't really see a whole lot out of the mirror because of this dealer installed spoiler on the back. Yeah, she's real dirty because I just drove it back from Copper Harbor, so she's needing a bath. I did go through a touchless car wash while I was up there, but they don't seem to get the back very well. She is a Stingray. I love that thing on there. There's a button right underneath this E to open the back hood trunk. This thing here just lifts up, and then there's some trunk space in there, but there ain't a ding or a scratch on this one. I've cleaned it enough times myself. I clean it myself every time I wash it, and I do love this car. It's super fast, 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Top speed 195 miles an hour. So there's my two cars. And then I just bought this. It's a friend of mine's. He passed away, Mike Marlowe. God rest his soul. I'm a dumbass, I'll admit it. I came over here to charge it. The boat hasn't been ran in a couple years. And the batteries were dead, but we did jump it to start it before I bought it, just to make sure the motor runs. That's a 460 Ford. I think it's got over 450 horsepower on this 19-foot fiberglass jet boat. That's a Berkeley jet drive. My buddy who owned it, Mike, he had that actually sent back to Berkeley and had it rebuilt. So we shouldn't have any problems with that. It does fire up. There's the old battery. As I was saying, it was dark. I couldn't see that well, and I was on the phone being distracted. And when I hooked up the battery chargers, I put the positive on the negative and the negative on the positive. Didn't realize it till 15 hours later, and pretty much fried the batteries. I came in here to start it, and I turned that switch on underneath, and this right here is a fuse link. It's just a smaller gauge wire than these two. So if a high currency wire goes through this wire, or this one, which I don't know which one is descending, this right here will burn out, and that's exactly what it did. This thing started smoking, and I immediately turned it off, thinking, oh man, I hope I didn't, burn anything out. Prayed a little bit to Jesus, and, or I should say I prayed a little bit in the name of Jesus. I am a big Christian. I do have the pads and the seats for this. So it looks like it seats 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could probably fit sitting here. I'm not that big. I'm 210 pounds. It'd be a little tight, but I'm sure I could probably fit in that little spot. A small chick. But it's got 2 gas tanks, one on each side. I I got this baby going, and look who's home, mother deer. So anyways, this is my boat. It's a 1977 Hallett jet boat, and I bet it's fast. We're about to take it out on the lake Saturday. So thanks for watching my videos. If you like them, give me a thumbs up. If you really like them, go on and subscribe. This is my new toy. See ya. God bless.